Hey, it's Sam back here. Welcome to this video. Now, I'm excited today to show you autonars. This is a new automatic webinar software which is going live today. Now, what the software does is it's going to allow you to run webinars that are pre-recorded that you can basically run on autopilot. Now, what is a webinar? A webinar is an online presentation. You've probably been on many of them in the past yourself. Basically, you can load up a webinar and you can talk to a range of different people, and then you can sell on that webinar because they can hear your voice, they can see your screen. It's kind of like the video I'm doing right now, except it's live. So what you can do with autonars is you can take a video like the one that I'm creating right now, and you can actually turn that video into a webinar. So it takes a normal video and it then presents it in a way where people feel like it's an event. And this is totally okay to do because what you're doing is you're basically creating an event where people can see this content at that particular time. This is one of the best ways that people are using traffic right now to basically using traffic from Facebook, using traffic from email, and making a significant amount of money through this process. So what the software does, it allows you first of all to create a landing page.
We're going to be going through
and this landing page looks like this right here. And I'll actually go ahead and show you this. Now, this landing page, it will go and it'll look something like this, along the lines of this right here. This is the landing page. Now, once people actually go ahead and register, it's then going to go and present them with when this webinar will begin. So I'm going to register now. It's going to say webinar starting in. It has the time when it starts. And in this case, as you saw just a moment ago, I've actually started one of these webinars to show you on this video what it looks like. So you can see here, this is the webinar that's taking place.
Made any money themselves. So here is an example. In case you don't know about me,
this is how it looks.
This is my website here.
You can't stop it. If I was to click pause on this, I can't stop it. I could ask a question and I could say, hey, how are you? And I could type in, how are you, ask a question. It's going to post that question. Right now it's closed, and it shows the total attendees as well. Now, when you go ahead and send out this link, which is the webinar sign up link, people will be able to register. You'll capture their email address, and then they'll be directed to this page right here where the webinar will begin. You can choose when you want these webinars to begin, how often you want these webinars to begin. You can also choose how this page will look. So let me show you how the setup of this works. It's really quite easy to set up, and you'll be able to set up your webinars very quickly through the system. First of all, click on Webinars and click on Create New. Name your webinar. So you could run a webinar on anything. If you have any experience in web design, if you are any good at anything, it could be video. If you've learned how to create a WordPress website, for example, you wanted to sell a product on WordPress, you could do that. You could type in, WordPress creation secrets, and you could be doing a webinar on this, for example. This will work on any niche, by the way. So it could be on fitness, it could be on health. There's many different ways you could do this. It creates your links, so it creates the links that you have right here, and each one of these links, this is a sign up URL link. That's the registration URL. That's where people will actually sign up. You've got direct webinar link, which is the place people will actually watch the webinar. And obviously you've got a replay as well, where people will actually be able to go and see the replay if they missed that. So say, for example, that someone registers, they aren't available for the live event, you still want them to be able to see the webinar, you can actually automatically send them a replay link as well on top of that. Let's go into Edit Webinar now. So we go into here, we can choose what our sub headline is going to be, what our presenter's name is going to be. We can choose our headline text, headline background color. We can choose when the timer will begin. So we could say, for example, 232 seconds. You can only do it based by seconds. You can't do it based on minutes. You can choose whether you want the video to autoplay. Yes is usually what you'll do. You then add your video code, and that's basically the pre-recorded webinar you've created. You've again got footer code. That's if you want to add retargeting or anything like that. You've also got the ability down here to adjust the sign up button and add a pre-image here as well. You can then go continue. It's going to bring you to the next settings where you've got your main settings, and this is where your main video is going to be. This is your main webinar video. So you put in your embed code basically into here. redirect URL. That's and you've got a thing here, enter the redirect URL of your call to action button. So when people click on your call to action button, when you want them to buy, say this will be your product link, you can add that in. You can also choose to add a call to action button text. You can choose when that button's going to show up. So say for example that your webinar is 1 hour long, you'd want to do the calculations and you'd want to enter in the seconds that 1 hour would equal. So 60 times 60, that equals, I believe, 3,600, 36,000 I should say. So we would type that in here, and then that means that that's the time where that button would actually go ahead and pop up. You've then got the ability to redirect people after the webinar ends. You've got the ability to have email or questions emailed to you, or you can choose if you don't want people to have questions that they can post, you would just disable it. You've got smart question filtering, which is, I believe, basically allows you to choose or see certain questions. You can filter them out based on whether they're less than 4 words long. Then you've got the answer type. You can choose to email answer, basically respond via email, or you can actually answer live. You've got handouts you can add in. You've also got the ability to choose when that handout will be available. Then you've got the ability to integrate this with your autoresponder, so you capture leads when people actually register for the webinar. You've got the ability to customize that replay page as well, the button text, the countdown timer, and the countdown time as well. So that's what the software does. You can then go ahead and you can copy and duplicate these webinars as you want. You can go ahead and get the links, and these webinars will basically happen ongoing. They'll create an event and happen ongoing based on your settings. You can choose how many times you want to run these every day. Now, there are a number of auto webinar solutions out there already, okay? This isn't the only one that's available. There are others out there. There's some really popular solutions that have become really popular. So this software, I would describe this as a really good low-cost solution. It has the basic features that you need to run webinars automatically. It doesn't have a lot of the advanced features you might find in a lot of the other software. One of the benefits here, though, is you don't really need it if you want to do this, the basics of this. If you want to run auto webinar campaigns, you want to test how it goes, you want to see how much money you can make from it before investing in a larger, more high-cost solution that often has a monthly or a yearly charge, this is a good software to do it. It's a good starting point for that. You can generate traffic to your webinar signups through Facebook ads, through Facebook, social media, through email marketing, and then you can take people to the direct webinar URL. You can then take them to the replay URL. So it's a very good solution. It's a basic solution, as you can see. It's you've got the ability to customize everything, but it doesn't look as nice as other solutions out there. But one of the reasons for that, obviously, it's a good starting point solution, and it's going to give you the ability to basically test these out, see how they go, use this as you want, and it should work. So that's what the software will do. You've seen now what it looks like. You've seen the landing page, how that'll look like. You know how this works, what the process is, and you know all of the settings that go into setting these webinars up. As you've seen, it only takes a few minutes to set this up. The most important thing is making sure that you create a video, and you can pre-record a video to add in here, or you can grab a video you've already created, and you can use a software like Camtasia, and you'll be able to use those videos that you record through that, just like the one I'm doing now, within this software. Thanks for listening. This is Sam Becker. I hope this has helped you to make a decision about whether this software is right for you. Go down below for more information on the bonuses, on the software, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.